Sasuke Uchiha, one of the main characters in Naruto franchise, has kept the fans on the edge of their seats with anxiety over the course of last few months. This is because when the sequel to Boruto was finally released, Sasuke was nowhere to be seen. This was quite weird, given that Sasuke Uchiha was at the forefront of things when the original story ended. However, within the sequel of Boruto Two Blue Vortex, fans were surprised to see Boruto Uzumaki return to the time skip all alone, with Sasuke nowhere in sight. Now it has finally been confirmed why that was the case, and as it turns out, Sasuke Uchiha has been turned into a tree, bizarre as that may sound. To understand how and why Sasuke Uchiha turned into a tree, fans need to understand the claw grimes at first. The grimes were created by none other than Code, who was the biggest antagonist in Boruto that was alive towards the end. Code was entrusted with the will of Otsutsuki by the Ishiki. Although strong, Code was not powerful enough to avenge Ishiki, and to the end, he sought help from the Ten Tails. Essentially, Code decided to use the power of Ten Tails in the more efficient manner. According to him, using his claw marks on the Ten Tail would be more helpful as they would help reduce the size of the Ten Tails. So he produced many humanoid variants of it. These Ten Tail humanoids were blessed with the power of claw marks, and at the same time they were also incredibly powerful. Of course, the strength of the many claw grimes wasn't equal. Some of them were strong enough to be dealt with a bunch of chunins. However, others required even stronger shinobi to fight them. Some of them even were wielders of Rinnegan, which shows a great diversity in their powers. It is through these claw grimes that the current catastrophe unfolded, and that is exactly what Boruto is covering at the moment. Fans didn't really get to see the claw grimes in action properly in the previous manga. However, the sequel manga to Boruto covers those things in greater detail. Towards the end of the original Boruto manga, Boruto Uzumaki and Kawaki swapped places. Using omnipotence, Boruto and Kawaki swapped lives, and Boruto Uzumaki was made the killer of the 7th Hokage. In reality, Naruto was kept in the dimension of Daikokuten by Kawaki, where he is alive and well. Naturally, Boruto was targeted by Konoha after it was revealed that he could have killed the 7th Hokage. Sasuke jumped into his rescue, and the two managed to leave the village together. It was then believed that they would train together to grow stronger and return when they are ready to face the bigger threats. A time skip followed, and this was supposed to be incredibly exciting for the main characters. Boruto Uzumaki was expected to grow stronger, and Sasuke was expected to make up for the losing of Rinnegan and gain tremendous power as well. While the first part of the idea certainly did come true, given that Boruto is exceptionally powerful right now, and Sasuke did not return, and this is because something ended up happening to him at some point during the time skip. In Boruto chapter 4, it was finally revealed that Sasuke Uchiha was actually incapacitated during the time skip. Fans feared that Sasuke has been killed off. However, he hadn't died but met an equally worse fate. Essentially, Sasuke will not be returning to Boruto series anytime soon, and that is simply because he has now been turned into a tree. As to how that happened, the answer is connected to claw grimes. Fans know that claw grimes are extremely powerful. However, it isn't their physical strength that causes a problem. It is fact that they are product of the Ten Tails. Essentially, as seedling for the divine tree, the claw grimes attacks the nearest source of chakra that they can find. These claw grimes bite anyone with chakra whom they are close to, and when that happens, this miniature divine tree then locks the target in completely, stripping them of their chakra and absorbing their powers. This is what exactly ended up happening to Sasuke. It is unknown as to under what circumstances this happened. However, one can assume that Code ended up encountering Sasuke and Boruto at some point, and in order to defeat Boruto, Sasuke threw his body in harm's way and was bitten by grime. When that happened, Sasuke was turned into a tree and had all of his chakra sucked out of his body. While this is already bad enough, what's worse is the fact that whoever grime ended up biting him has a clone of them being created by the Ten Tails. Essentially, Sasuke Uchiha now has a divine tree clone, and this clone has the powers of Ten Tails, along with 2 Rinnegans and all the ability that Sasuke possesses. It goes without saying that this villain is monstrously powerful and certainly one of the strongest that fans will ever see in Boruto. Sasuke Uchiha will certainly be saved, and this much goes without saying that fans know that both Naruto and Sasuke will be rescued. The author of the Boruto cannot kill off these characters because they need them to make sure that fans do not abandon the series. In a way, these two characters are being kept as hostages so that fans continues to stick by the story and see it finish. As such, both Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha can and will be saved. However, it doesn't seem like it is going to happen anytime soon. In order to free Sasuke, it is clear that his clone, which is being created by the Ten Tails, need to be defeated. In order to defeat him, Boruto alone is not strong enough to see that job done, and it will likely take the combined effort of many other powerful ninjas in order to defeat them. When that happens, Sasuke Uchiha will finally be free and return to the series. The same logic applies to Naruto as well. Naruto will not be free anytime soon, and in order for that to happen, Kawaki will likely need to be taken care of, which would mean that just like Sasuke, Naruto will not play any role in Boruto for the foreseeable future. However, fans should expect Sasuke and Naruto to play an active role in the series even after their unsealing, given that the writers seem dead to set on sticking to subpar writing instead of actually doing something productive with the old characters. And that's it for today's video, guys. That was the video about how did Sasuke turned into a tree. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And that's it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.